When we select a sample from our population, we hope that the information we gather from the sample will be close to what we would get if we were able to use the entire population. So we're hoping to get a picture of what's going on in the population without having to look at every single person or every single item in the population. And we have several methods that we can use to choose our sample. The first method would be simple random sampling. In simple random sampling, everybody in the population has an equal opportunity to be chosen to be part of the sample, and it's just the same as choosing names from a hat. So it's just a random opportunity to be chosen to be part of the sample. So for example, if we have a computer that randomly selects 100 student IDs and all of the student IDs were eligible to be chosen. So everyone had equal chance of being chosen and 100 were selected randomly, just like drawing names from a hat. In systematic sampling, we would choose, for example, every 6th member of the population or every 10th, or sometimes say every nth member of the population. So, for example, at a chocolate cookie factory, you have every 100th box of cookies are going to be checked for quality. We'd like to know the quality of the cookies, but we can't open every box of cookies because then all the cookies will be open. So we're going to choose to open every 100th box, and we hope that the quality we see from those boxes will tell us about the general population. So the fact that it's every 100th, that's what tells us it's systematic sampling. Convenience sampling is when we choose our sample from people or items that are convenient to us, probably because they're nearby or we have easy access to them. So for example, we have a restaurant operator who wants to see how much interest there is in gluten-free options. So she's going to use her customers that are there in a restaurant that day as her sample. So she's using them because they're there and they're convenient. She could use people that are not in her restaurant that day. She could have a survey go out to the general population in mailboxes or something like that. But because these people are there in her restaurant, they're convenient to her. That's why it makes it a convenience sample. In self-selected sampling, members of the population volunteer to be part of the sample. So for example, if we have a radio show where people are asked to call in with their opinion on building dog parks, so they're choosing to be part of it because they're not being called, they're being told, call in if you want to voice your opinion. So that makes it self-selected because of their choice to take initiative and be part of the sample. In cluster sampling, the population is broken into groups, and one group has all of its members chosen for the sample. So, for example, if at a school we want to know what type of Spirit Week activities students want, the school is broken into homerooms, and every student in one of the homerooms is surveyed. So we have broken into groups, and one entire group is chosen. Stratified random sampling is similar in that our population is broken into groups. The difference is that instead of having everyone from one group chosen, there are some people or items from each group that get chosen. So, for example, we have a soccer league and it's broken into teams, so our groups are the teams, and 5 members of each team are asked to complete the survey. So we're broken into groups, our teams, but instead of asking one entire team to be part of the survey, we choose some members from each team.